Is that her, like, first communication with someone other than, like, fucking, Sigberg? Vinny. Oh, Vinny, as always. Isn't she a letdown? But her stability has improved from before. It is all thanks to her friends around her. Give it up, will you? It's so obvious that you're bluffing. Well, that doesn't really matter now. More importantly, do you like flowers? What? Just answer me. Do you like flowers or not? Well, I do like flowers as they are. I see. That's good to hear. The truth is, a large flower is about to bloom soon. My comrades are about to make a lovely black flower blossom. Comrades? Are you saying you have friends? Can't I? It is not a matter of whatever you can or cannot. Rather, it is impossible for you to have comrades. Seeing that you are locked in this cage, there is no way you can make contact with anyone but me and Vinny. I may certainly be locked here, but that doesn't mean I don't have connections. One's thoughts can easily surpass weak restraints such as a gauge. They can also transverse across oceans and connect to one's friends whenever they are. Isn't that common sense? I share a view of his from a long ago, that I am the dark will that will contribute to the downfall of the chosen one-of-a-kind being under Gaia's providence. You don't mean... Ha 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 ha. Is everything set? Yes, as planned. The whole squad of Lucifer's knights is ready at your disposal. As for the government army and the CMGC arms, with the exception of a few soldiers siding with Owen, they are ready at your command. The only thing left now is to order your attack. Good. Then I shall hereby issue my order. Let the operation to overrun the ground begin. We will start off by bringing down George's stronghold, Darmstead. Burn the whole city. Kill all the humans. Show them the power of Fezzite. Purge the inferior netherworld. Dude is rocking out with a fucking black cloak. What the fuck? To war. Yes, sir. So, it has finally begun. Congrats, you are now the central figure of this world. I cannot thank you enough, and it is because of you as my advisor that I was able to get to where I am now. Nah, no need to thank me. It just so happens that we share the same interests. Now all that's left is to take down George. So long as you don't commit any blunders, he's beatable. You had better focus your mind. Of course. There is a saying that goes, a cornered rat will bite the cat. I will do well not to underestimate him, and to deal a crushing blow to him with full force. Yes, bring all you got to the battlefield. May your battle flourish with the flames of hell. Very interesting. The assault on the Fezzite Garden has ended in failure as a result of the OHG's interference. I see. So our trial run of the Neo Devils was completely taken care of by the hard work of Edwin and his men. More importantly, we have just received new information. The government army from Minerva, royal capital of Seraphim, the CMGC arms from the CMGC headquarters, and the Lucifer Knights from Morgan's secret laboratory have all been sighted marking their way to the ground. As I thought, those simpletons from Fezzite just have to launch an attack on the ground. They are really weak dogs whose barks are worse than their bites. What should we do? They are all coming here, right? From the looks of their current progress, yes. Have our troops engaged them here then. Considerable losses will be expected if we proceed with that. Will that be fine? It doesn't matter. I'm done with this place. It's about time I step onto the real stage anyway. So you'll be heading to the LAJ. Be sure to make contact with Hidi and Foidor. As you wish. And what is your plan for a counterattack here? It will be a feint attack at any rate. Make it showy as if possible. With the volunteers' main force all set and ready for combat? Yes, on a related note, we are successfully able to block information on the incident at Robin's secret factory from reaching the main force. Good, I want them to stand by for a possible attack from Fezzite at any time. Also, I want you to convoy the following message to them. The people of Fezzite have at last begun its irrational move of attempting to overrun the ground. I hear that their operation is codenamed the Extermination of Bugs. In that case, I shall launch an Operation Retaliation. This operation shall be codenamed the Purification of the Skies. Now is the time to get even with those filthy flies nesting in the heavens. The dignity of the ground rests entirely on your battle. I wish all of you the best of luck always. That is all. Your message is duly noted. Now then, what about the status at your end, Dr. Langer? There is no need to worry. We still have plenty of Neo-Devils left to deploy, so the numbers are sufficient. But what about their strengths? Can they defeat the Lucifer Knights? I cannot guarantee that. The current data that we have on Lucifers is outdated. Most likely, Morgan's armies of Lucifers have been upgraded to at least the next level. After all, the development of Neo-Devils began later than that of Lucifer Knights. It is inevitable that the Neo-Devils would be inferior in strength to Lucifer Knights. Well, no matter. It will be a commendable feat, though, if you can just upgrade the Neo-Devils to be stronger than the Lucifer Knights in a short period of time. I will certainly do my best to make that happen. It is my policy to complete the amount of work that I am paid for. So, for someone who used to be recognized as one of the leading doctors of Rosberg Hospital, you still have a sense of professionalism. You clearly don't do things half-heartedly. Say what you will. So then, Dr. Langer, I want you to deploy all the combat-fit Neo-Devils for operation. I won't ask for victory. Rather, I expect that the feint attack be carried out and be dragged on as long as possible. Also, Project Neo-Devils will henceforth be suspended until the war ends. Our project, my bad. I wish for this project to be restarted after my victory, and when that time comes, I will put you in charge of the project again. Well, I don't know what to say. All I know is that it is worthwhile working with you. I am glad you feel that way. Get going then. Alright, this has been like a really long ass episode. Come, Virginie. Let us make our way to the LAJ. The city's about to disappear soon. Yes, my dear father. You seem to be full of confidence. Aren't you nervous one bit? What is there to be nervous about? I am the Black Lion that will rip the world apart. With my fate and the rule of might, there is no way I can be defeated by the hands of Fezzite. The reason I say so is because the goddess of victory is by my side. Heh, you got real guts. Well now, I did not expect you, a monster who only cares about spreading diseases to Gaia, to say something like that. I'm surprised myself. Well, by looking at the current situation, I can clearly tell just how hopeless Morgan is. No amount of power gifted to him could eliminate his sheer fear over the numerous enemy forces on the ground. He may have launched an all-out attack, but in reality, that's nothing but a cowardly act of evasion and self-protection of his. It appears that he's even stooped as low as to kidnap a girl related to Vene. That girl's only 16, and what's more, she suffers from a mental disability. He's a waste of a person. He's worse than an animal, let alone a commoner. Yeah, he's that helpless. Such a man can never hope to rip the world apart. He's pretty much like a rabbit nibbling cheese. He's one cheeky rascal, though. To think a rat would dare compare itself to a black lion. Well, that is precisely why it helps to have links to information at Fezzite. But I would suggest you stay on your toes. He may be a rat, but we are, after all, dealing with tremendous power that he holds, and that the people of Fezzite are so proud of. I know, rest assured that our forces will rob them of their power here. Eventually I will deliver the death blow to Fezzite with the LAJ's iron hammer. Literally speaking, it will be a pierce. It will be... Well, I can't fucking read right now. Literally speaking, it will be to pierce a hole through Fezzite. I should head up to the rooftop. It's a perfect place to watch events unfold with... God, can't even say it. I look forward to watching this once-in-a-lifetime, gruesome grand show of a black lion slaughtering the world. With awe. There we go. There we go. Oh, finally, no. Finally. Awe. Yes. That's what I meant to pronounce. Now then, the two of you, be sure to give it your all and liven things up. Bring forth a tragedy of spilled flesh and blood so that it can be offered to the Black Flower. Alright, End is planning up something by having these two fight each other. What the? An alarm? This looks serious. What's wrong, Charwold and Lina? Why did the alarm suddenly go off? It's bad news. We have just received word from Gerald that Morgan has launched a large-scale attack on Darmstadt. That Morgan. What foolishness is he up to? To think he would take a bold initiative to cause a ruckus. Knowing George, he will launch a counterattack with no holds barred to extend the city that could be destroyed. Or to that extent. Or, fuck. Auto text, man. Roger. You're gonna stop the attack? Don't be silly. This is a clash of two powerhouses that only God would have capable of stopping. Then why are we going there? Well, our objective now is either to stop the attack, or is neither to stop the attack nor to confront Morgan or George. There's only one thing we can do, or one thing we must do, and that's to rescue the residents of Darmstadt. Man, since when did the OHG become an organization aimed to help people in trouble? That's how I do things. Sorry, but you'll just have to live with it. Yeah, I got it. You know I always listen to you no matter what. Hang in there, residents of Darmstadt. We're coming to rescue. We're coming to your rescue. It sounds kind of cheesy, to be honest. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. The battle has already begun. The two sides of the battlefield, one was comprised of the government's army, and the CMGC arms deployed by Morgan, in addition to the horde of Lucifers. The other was comprised of a private army and the main force of volunteers deployed by George, in addition to the horde of devils. It was basically the battle between the ground, represented by the humans, and the devils, and Fezzite, represented by the Serahumans and the Lucifers. There was no unity at all, just both parties killing each other continuously. Whoa, that's cool. And so we got off our airships. We could hear deafening echoes of an LG playing in our ears. We could also see ashes and corpses beamed with sorrow. Damn, a lot of fucking cool imagery right now. Such was the state of Darmstadt. Brutal. A city where flesh and blood reigned heavily. Episode 30, Laments of Gaia, the trigger. Whoa. Well, damn. This is just terrible. Yeah, it's beyond what I imagined. Excuse me. Hey, Edwin, are we still gonna proceed with the rescue operation given the state here? To be honest, I doubt there are any survivors. No, we can't think that way. The situation may seem bleak, but there should certainly still be people who are trapped within the city and in need of to be rescued. But Minerva. Wow. Minerva. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking even. It's alright. Calm down. Oh, so you actually puke, huh? It looks like you're not at all. You're not. God damn it! You're not all strong-hearted. Shut up, you brat. I'm fine. Sorry for making all of you worried. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. Damn it. You freaking monsters. Just how long are these killings of yours going to continue? You made Milady puke, for crying out loud. Goddamn stupid bastards. Sorry, Minerva. We shouldn't have brought you along to let you witness something like this. Foxy, take Minerva out of the city and look after her. You can leave the rescue operation to the four of us. Are you sure? Minerva will only be a pain here in any case. Hey, Kane. One more word from you, and I will send you flying, got that? You alright, Vinny? You don't have to act brave, you know. Yes, I'm good. This much is nothing. People, after all, are but flesh and blood. When their bodies get torn apart, organs are bound to fly out of them. They fall in drops and splatter onto the ground. That's all there is to it. I'll lower the volume. Ah, simply the best. This scenery is absolutely beautiful. How magnificent it is to witness the city get drowned and stained. And this rain of flesh and blood. I might actually make this just split this episode in two, so yes, this is what life is all about. So if that's the case, then welcome to episode 47. Even though it's been episode 47 for like, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes maybe. I don't know when I'm gonna fucking cut it, but yeah. Let's continue on. Every one of these people fighting in vain is in a man. Every one of these people fighting in vain in a struggle to the death. Massive killings, fruitlessness, corpses littered everywhere. Such is the unavoidable fate of life. Such is the essence of life. Go on and behold this gruesome and sorrowful reality. This is proof that it's best not to be born. This world is trash after all. Life is nothing but void. You really talk a lot. It's quite annoying, to be honest. What are you acting cool about? Given this reality in front of you, not only are you oblivious to excitement, but you don't appear tormented either. Are you intending to continue behaving this way throughout this whole festival of blood and gore? By that, I mean putting on a normal face and acting as if you don't feel anything. The truth is, you feel an irresistible zest deep within your body, don't you? You ought to be upfront about things. The act of victims withering in pain while getting soaked in the rain of flesh and blood. The joy of running thy fingers down slippery corpses. The cries and screams that can be heard amidst the thunderous sounds all over the place. The agony of death and lust within the Red Sea. The sighs of weariness, coupled with the splatters of bodies. And wearing an ecstatic smile for the landscape brimmed with blood and tears. How I wish for all to perish. The utmost destruction of the world gives close to the best feeling of ecstasy ever. Dark vows can be exchanged with death in return for obscene passion. But why do you reject all that? What a load of rubbish. Don't those words of yours all amount to nothing but your lust? Why, there you go again, being imperious and all. You're getting in my nerves now. How about shutting your mouth at once for a bit? You sure are bitter in nature. There are no traces of comfort, or even wild enthusiasm in you. To think nothing satisfies you. Say all you like about me. Your typical crass comments will do little to bring me to my knees. You're quite a shrewd woman. I didn't get that because auto text. I'm sure you realize by now that I'm starting to be able to act of my own accord, right? After all, I'm no longer a mere non-living being that was controlled by you back then. What do you mean? Or are you perhaps not willing to acknowledge me, a real living being? Just as you have a main goal, I have one as well, and that is to protect the world regardless of what happens. I know, that's why I exist. At any rate, I don't really care about your goals. I'm more concerned with my own path. But know that our paths will unite as one when the time comes. And instead of me following you, you will follow me. How great will it be when we get to walk down the same path together someday. You and I can get high and go out and achieve great things. And you'll end up enjoying the best feelings of ecstasy to the fullest. You must be joking. There's no way I'll work with you. Well, no matter. There's still a long way to go before this destiny ends. Anyway, I can wait it out, no problem. With that said, I look forward to a favorable reply from you. Oh, if it isn't Lake Invene. Maxima, it's good to see that you're alright. Of course, I used to hunt devils for food after all. Yo, wanna be crazy if he joins our party? Well, actually, I struggled to fend them off. Talk about being out of practice. Okay, never mind. Wow. That aside, what are you guys doing here? We came to look for survivors and rescue them. That's most appreciated. Most appreciated. There are bound to be people still trapped within the city. If I must say, you guys are like saints entering hell to save the day. Each and every one of you will no doubt be of great help here. Leave it to us. We'll give it our all. Speaking of hell, what the hell is with the scenery? What do you mean? You know, the color of the surroundings. Even if the color is the result of flesh and blood falling from the sky, it's just too exaggerated. Well, yeah, you're right. It appears the color of the scenery here is nothing but shades of red. And this has actually been the case since the battle here began. At first, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but then I noticed the color of the scenery outside the city is perfectly normal. I really have no idea what's up with this. But based on my instincts as an informant, I would say this is a sign of something outrageous to come. I'm gonna make the assumption that we're gonna fight a Gaia cancer soon, because it's been a long while since we fought one. Something outrageous. At any rate, our first priority is to rescue the rescue operation. I advise all of you not to stay in the city for too long. It would be all for naught if the outrageous thing I mentioned were to strike and you got caught in it. Don't worry, knowing when to withdraw is one of the basics of combat. Oh yes, if possible, could you help look after these two ladies? The scenery is particularly too much to take for Minerva, the lady with the green hair. Oh, poor lady. Very well, I'll help them out. Now then, ladies, let's head outside. The air will be fresh in no time once we're out of here. Great, we lost our strong magic user and our very fast support. I'm so pathetic, am I? Not at all. It's natural to react the way you did for someone who's not used to seeing this. Just leave everything to us and take your time to get fresh air outside. Alright. Now then, let the rescue operation begin. There are altogether 5 residents still trapped within the city. You are to find them and rescue them. Fezzite troops and Lucifers are likely to be wandering around the city, so expect to engage them in battle at certain points in time. At certain points in time? That's interesting. Does this mean there's no random battles, but like battles where it's like, oh, if you reach this area, it's a scripted battle. Incidentally, the city's layout is the same as before, except the color of the city's landscape. Be sure to search all corners of the city and not to overlook them. Alright, I'm gonna save right here. I think it's been like about 40 minutes. I think I should end the episode here. Cut it off in 2. Hopefully, I pray that when rendering the video, the 2 videos, there won't be like an audio delay issue. I really hope that's not the case, because that would suck a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next episode.